What up, y'all? So this is gonna be a really quick video for my standards because I just have a couple questions for this Wack100 lawsuit situation. I know he spoke on how he's starting to go after people that have called him CS2 back, one too many times or whatever. And so I guess he started with the biggest dog in the fight, for lack of a better term, by suing World Star Hip Hop because I guess they're the ones that published the original video, that really got that whole ball rolling. That's I think was like a decade ago. I'm not exactly sure the timeline, but something like that. Wack has basically been tormented by this federal informant allegations for quite some time, and he decided to fight back in a legal route. I'll get into my questions after this clip plays, but I do have some questions about how do you go about, going into a court and saying, no, Your Honor, I'm actually a gangster and they're ruining my brand. So I got to sue World Star for defamation because they're saying that I'm an informant. Like, I don't get it. Like, is the technicality that he's not an informant or he's not CS2 back in particular, so he's able to sue? But like, did he go into the court and prove his gangster? I'm very confused by this, and how this actually became a legal win, only because of the nature of the case. Like, the old kind of thing is drug dealers used to rob other drug dealers, or gangsters robbing drug dealers, gangsters bullying the bully, because what are you going to do? Go and tell the police that a pile of dope got stolen from your trap house? That doesn't make sense. So Wack going to the courts and saying they're challenging my gangsterism and saying that I'm a fed and it's hurting my brand, I'm suffering financial losses because everybody's saying that I'm a federal informant and not a gangster. So you can sue people for essentially saying you're not a street nigga like that. That's what I'm getting from this. Correct me if I'm wrong, lawyers in the chat type shit, but let's get into the clip.
He let you do all the business, and then he'll simply come in and get his cut. Right? That's what he doesn't know. If you was to ask him about the music business and how it works and the breakdown of it, he couldn't tell you.
That's interesting, because think about being the company that owns World Star and one random employee makes a bad decision. Think about how many random clips they post every day of some girl twerking on some guy. She shits her pants or whatever. But there's probably just almost no oversight.
They trusted in dude. No, I mean,
it's probably a guy posting from his phone.
Let me tell you something, bro. I helped World Star get on. Me and Kevin Black.
Back in the day? Or?
Got them their first 2-3 million followers.
Oh, on the gram. Okay.
And guess what? I sued them back then too.
For what?
Because the company that me and Kevin Black used, you don't remember when Kevin Black was named vice president of World Star Hip Hop? You can Google it.
This is before or after Q died?
No, this is Q. This is when Q started it. Okay. Q started it. Kevin Black had an office down there in Culver City. He names Kevin Black VP of World Star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Kevin Black run the play. We got the dude that drives traffic back then.
Mm-hmm.
We contract him, right? Boom, dude drove the traffic. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. He drives the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes time for him to cut the check, they fire Kevin Black. But yet Kevin Black, as an employee of World Star, contracted this gentleman who was upstairs in Kevin Black's same office. So when they didn't pay the bill, they came back to me. And I put the same legal team that was on this is the same legal team that went and claimed that. It was, it was a high 6 figures. That's a fact that they paid him. So, I've been dealing with World Star forever.
The weird thing about suing somebody for saying that you're a federal informant is that by definition, a federal informant is supposed to be secretive, right? Like how could you really definitively prove that that's not the
I'm
case.
gonna be real. I don't really know how federal informants work, but inform. How they structure what they do, I can't tell you. But I will tell you this. I believe, this is my belief, I don't know, that if somebody was to sue a company, right, and he was really an informant, right?
Right.
This is my belief, I don't know. I think maybe something would go down behind the scenes because you kind of like, you manipulating. You get what I'm saying? Okay, you an informant, but you can't do that because we can't allow this person to be sued by you because of this. Maybe your coverage is blown and maybe they're going to have a conversation and the lawsuit goes away. I can't see the federal government allowing a company or entity to be booked when they're in the right.
Right, because then you'd have a foolproof way to expose everybody who was working as an informant. All you have to do is sue them and do discovery to get.
You got to remember, they didn't sue me, I sued them.
Yeah.
For defamation.
Yeah.
See, when you come with defamation and slander, ain't none of that. See, if you was an informant and you did that, I would assume that whoever you working for gonna say, that's on your dumb ass.
Uh-huh.
You sued them, so now they got the right to dig in and expose.
Right.
That's on your dumb ass. Right? But if you're not that, and again, I don't sue street niggas. I can show you on my phone, they wanted to name Big U. I could have hit him too. Baby, what I tell him? No, take his name out. I'm dealing with the entity. I got to deal with a street nigga in the street. But if you that, and you a platform, I'm going to come get you all day long.
Yeah.
Now, look, I don't have a problem with Wack winning his lawsuit against WorldStar or anything. I'm seeking understanding. I need to read how did this win happen? Which route was taken for the victory? Because it's just like I said in the beginning. If you're like he just confirmed, he said, if you're a street nigga, I'm gonna deal with you in the streets. So you're still saying that you're a street nigga proudly. Since when could you go to court and tell a judge I am a street nigga? They're saying I'm not, and they're saying I'm an informant and it's hurting my pockets. It's like that. That's what I'm speculating here. I don't know, but is it that they were able to show that Wack has lost opportunities, wages, things of that nature? Because of these rumors, since he manages hip hop artists, they don't trust, a rumored informant to manage them. So he's lost business opportunities to manage people. Is that the route they took? But wouldn't that still be, wouldn't you still have to kind of admit to being a street nigga at the very least? Like, yeah, I'm like, you got to pull up and play all them on Pyru clips that he has and be like, see, his brand, he built his brand on this, on being a clubhouse crash out. And then people are out here hurting his brand that he built and hurting his reputation in the streets, which he monetizes. That's crazy. That's crazy. This might be a first. I don't think this has ever happened where a nigga says to a judge, yeah, I be on some street shit, but they owe me some money because they saying I'm not. And on top of it, they saying that I'm working with y'all. I swear that this is like saying damn near the same thing as, yo, this dude right here broke into my trap house, took some stuff about my trap, pushed it in the streets, got my profits, that's lost wages, and now I need some financial compensation. I thought this wasn't a thing. This might be a one-of-one case right here. I don't know. I'm no lawyer or none of that, but I low-key do want to study this case. I might have to go all academics and pull up the damn black and white if that ever becomes public. Again, lawyers in the chat. Like I said, this will be a quick one for my standards. I just had to get that question off my chest. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, even if you hate me. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned in the next, 24, 48 hours, something like that, for another drop. And yeah, peace.